Hi everybody, Chris here from Truly Holistic. Now, in this video, what I want to talk about is geometry and how it facilitates certain energies, okay? I use many geometries here and what is needed for the practitioner, what kind of clearing you're wanting to achieve can sometimes facilitate towards a certain geometry depending on the energy you want to give off. Here at Truly Holistic, I work alongside the process of the ascension. And ascension is, energy is always changing. That's the thing about being an energy practitioner is that because energy is always changing, you should change along with it. I see a lot of energy practitioners out there that are sticking to the same modalities, using the same systems, say the chakra system, say the aura, and working on the soul. Well, maybe those things are dated now and we need to be switching things up. We need to be aware, have awareness and consciousness to the current level of energy that's coming through the planet at the moment. And this is what this video is going to be about. Okay, so as I say, I use a lot of geometries here. And for people that have come and had a session with me, I use one particular tool that we're going to use for a majority of the clearings. But I do have a number of other little tools that I also use for a particular energy. Now, the main tools I use are, over the last kind of 2 or 3 years, have been Vesica Pisces, which is the divine feminine. And we'll talk a bit more about that in a minute. The Chestahedron, which was developed by a man called Frank Chester. And again, he created a geometry. It's like somebody saying, I invented a new number. It does not happen normally. So something very special to me in regards to the Chestahedron, but we're going to talk about that too. Other geometries I use is the Merkaba or Merkaba, okay, and that's the geometry of consciousness, and we're going to talk a bit about that. And what I've been really playing around recently is the 9-inch variety of the sun ring. Okay, you'll notice on my website, and I use personally around home, charging my food, charging my water. Use it on my shower water, all sorts of things. And it's such a versatile tool, the sun ring, because it just amplifies or broadcasts whatever you use it along with. But the 9-inch variety, it goes to 22 layers deep into the body. So, and also because it's the sun, the geometry of the sun, the energy of the sun is, we know that the sun is facilitating the ascension energies through to us. So there's something special about the sun, and especially, as I say, with the development of where we are with the ascension process now. We're coming to a completion in regards to ascension at the moment. That tool is going to be very powerful, and it is at this point, especially in the 9-inch size, and we'll get to that as well. So let's start off with the Chestahedron. Now, the Chestahedron is a facilitator of love energy. Okay, Frank Chester showed that it was the geometry of the human heart, and as we know, anything that's associated with the heart is love, right? Valentine's Day and those sorts of things, and also the association with chocolate and chocolates, or cacao. The natural properties of that are all very heart friendly. So these have had connections through many millennia, and that's a reason for that. Now, the Chestahedron I've been using with probably a year now, or a little bit more, and a few months ago it was a very vital tool, because again, what the ascension process is about is facilitating love energies, because love is really a label for a vibrational frequency that just makes you feel amazing. Okay, it makes us feel amazing because it's a vibrational frequency that pushes us up. Get the words out right, into a high vibration. Okay, makes us very high vibrational because it's the energy that sustains us. Okay, sadly within this reality we're having to force down a lot of fear energy, which lowers our vibration down. Okay, so that's why Chestahedron has been very vital of late. Perhaps in the last few months not as vital, because again, where we are in the ascension process. We're coming to the completion of the ascension process, and we're getting bombarded with so much vibration and frequency of love at the moment that the Chestahedron in itself not as needed as much now as it was a few months ago. Now let's look at the geometry of Merkaba. Now Merkaba, for me here at Truly Holistic, is my number one tool at the moment. It's my powerful tool because, again, with the development of the ascension process, that we've gone through the upgrades of love vibration to try and increase the vibration through to humanity, through to the earth, through to the solar system, and push off a lot of these manipulative energies which feed off a low vibration. It's purging all that out like an EMP, so to speak. Now what we need to focus on is consciousness and bringing everyone together, awareness, awakenness, and this is what the ascension process is all about. Okay, it's allowing truths to be released, okay, and lies to be exposed, new technologies to come through that have kind of been around for a very long time, but have been suppressed, and they've been suppressed because of greed and create suffering. Okay, so with the ascension process and the completion of it, the next stage is not about bringing love vibration, love energies to humanity. It's bringing consciousness energies. Okay, freeing our mind capability and creating more manifestation capability in what we want to create, because we are the creators. We are very powerful. Our intent is very powerful, and this is the time now to understand that and realize how powerful we are. And hence, the Merkaba is the geometry of consciousness. So that's why at the moment I'm using that for a majority of the clearings you'll see when I do sessions with people. Now let's look at the Vesica Pisces. The Vesica Pisces is the geometry of the divine feminine. Okay, and you may think, well, feminine woman, right, or female. Now that doesn't mean that it's just all based for women. Okay, divine feminine it really relates to a heightened awareness. Okay, so this tool is very powerful at this time as well, and not as powerful as the Merkaba, but has its power as well. And I must say about all these geometry tools that they all amplify your intent. Okay, they're very powerful at doing that. Okay, but I know that my dharma, my purpose, is to connect to the progression of the ascension, as I said so far in this video, and work alongside it. So therefore, it's always evolving, because energy always changes. Energy is always evolving. Okay, and you have to evolve with it. Okay, and that's a big key of what I've had to do, and educate the public about it. Okay, and that's what I'm doing here with the videos, and doing a lot more of that stuff in 2019 in regards to mentoring, coaching, putting systems out there that people can all incorporate geometry as part of their lifestyle, because this is the universal language. Okay, this is what makes up everything. This is the structuring, information component of why we're here, all the big questions. If you want those big questions answered, you want to get rid of all the doubt in your life, then all of a sudden, embrace geometry, embrace intuition and communication, consciousness. This is all the way forward. So Vesica Pisces, it's a heightened awareness. Okay, now there's been many seedlings of humanity, okay, through time, and ascension. So there's been other ascensions. Now the thing about an ascension is that ascension has only happened when the earth is currently within the divine feminine energies. Okay, it's cyclic. Over time, energies became too far in the masculine. Okay, and masculine means more control. Okay, and now we've come out of the masculine energy cycle and we've gone into the divine feminine, which is about a heightened awareness. Okay, and the complete opposite to control. Okay, so, and the whole reality is ascension always happens when we're in the divine feminine cycle. Okay, because this is freedom. Ascension's about freeing our mind, freeing our consciousness, freeing our capabilities to know our power and our intent power and our manifestation capabilities, and that can only happen when we've got heightened awareness, so divine feminine, not in a controlling energy cycle as a masculine energy. Okay, so very, very, very powerful energy, and I don't use it of late, but it has its place. I've got one right next to me, so I have geometry all over the shop. Okay, and I have it within my house everywhere because it just amplifies anything. You want the odds in your favor in regards to geometry. And if geometry amplifies the energy, makes the energy more high vibrational, now you're enhancing every component of your life. So you're putting the odds in the favor of being more vital, okay, having a healthier, happier life compared to things going wrong and getting ill. And that's what this incorporating geometries in your life is all about. Now, the 9-inch sun ring, okay? So, as I said, the sun ring, self-explanatory, it's the geometry of the sun. And I've just got it down here, actually. Okay, so that's the 9-inch sun ring there. So, as you can see, that, and like the rays of the sun. And now this is a facilitator of ascension energy because the sun is a facilitator of the ascension energies coming through. It's a gateway or facilitator of it. Okay, you might have heard, the sun is a big stargate. Well, really, it kind of is because it's a gateway of energy. Okay, it's not just a big ball of fire. And 9, that's why it's so powerful. The 9-inch sun ring is 9 in regard, 9 equals love. Okay, and the numerical coding of this matrix reality is 9. That equals love. Okay, so 9-inch ring, sun ring. It's bringing the love energies, which is part of the ascension process, and the sun is facilitating that energy. So that's why that tool is very powerful as well. And I use that to, after using a neutralization ring to remove negative field or negative energy out, then we charge that void with sun ring energy, like ascension energies around you. You feel light, you feel amazing. No wonder, because you're vibing high. So the one thing I must say about these geometry, and I see a lot of people that sell geometry and have geometry around them, and that's fine. You can have them around you like this, of course, because they've all got consciousness to them. They're going to increase vibration to the room, but the true power of geometry is using intent with it. Okay. Now I could have this just sitting there, or have this hanging up from the ceiling, or letting it spin to create a toroidal or torus type of happening energy. But the real true power of geometry is coupling intent with it. Okay, intent is the power. Okay, so if you've got like pyramids over your fruit bowl to keep them fresh, right, they will, of course they will. And putting them on the wall, will that increase the vibration in the room? Of course it will. But the true power of really increasing its capabilities is using intent with them. Okay, and that's what I do here at Truly Holistic, and hence why we can make energy shifts very quickly happen, just through intent and saying that intent through a geometry tool such as the Vesica Pisces. So at the moment, pieces are coming together really nice in regards to the ascension process. I wanted to do a video just to explain why I make the changes I do. If you've had a session with me maybe 6 months ago, you would have seen me using the Chestahedron a lot of the time. Now I'm using the Merkaba all the time. 6 months even before that, would have been using the Vesica Pisces a lot, and so on. So things are always changing, and I go alongside my channel, okay, and that tells me what I need to be doing, because it's keeping an eye on the ascension process. It tells me what I need to bring to humanity, what geometry tool I need to be using to facilitate that energy to the best of its capability. As I say, all these tools amplify your intent in a really great way. All of them are fantastic, but being in tune with the energies changes, and if that energies are changing, I need to change with it, and sometimes that means using different geometry tools to facilitate that change. So I hope you've really enjoyed this video. If you have any comments, please post them below. If you'd like to book an appointment with me, go to trulyholistic.net and you can go and book an appointment there. You can get in contact with me through my website as well. And also a lot of the geometry tools, if you're interested in buying the geometry tools as well that I use, I have them there on my product store as well. So keep an eye on that. And as I say, things are always changing. So keep an eye on that regularly, because I'll have new tools for sale. I'll have new energies coming through that we can help with your health problem. A lot of the things in my chart that were valid a year ago or even only a month ago are now not valid, because energy's shifting, energy's changing in regards to the ascension process. So I need to keep up with it. We've always got new clearings that are going to be able to go to a deeper part of you to really remove that health problem out. So, you know, if you're somebody that, you know, you had a session about a year ago and you got mixed results, well, you know, it could be completely different now, because again, my system's completely different. We're using different tools. We're going to a lot deeper level of healing and clearing now. And it's really exciting, and I can't wait to see what's going to happen in the new year. So, as I say, thank you for your support, watching me, subscribing to my YouTube channel, liking my Facebook, liking my Instagram, and I'll keep you up to date with more information. Thanks.